Alright, today was an extremely volatile day for obvious reasons. Last night, Trump announced a 2 week ceasefire with Iran, and we were up 3.3 or 3.5% for the day before we even opened to trade officially for us. Now, when it comes to today, 15-minute orb was broken, and everything looked pretty clean heading into it. Good confirmation candle and a break. And then we caught the nastiest chop for a very long time. Now we got caught between a range. As you can see here, we couldn't close above the bottom of orb. We kept rejecting. And then we were caught in between breaking below VWAP because we could not close below VWAP. And then when we finally did, we had one last pullback and we were able to catch roughly a 40-point trade. We sold at 069. 027, yeah, a little over 40 plus points. We ended up profiting $830 on our eval. So right now we are basically right around break even on the account itself now. And we did take a loss a few days ago that we were stopped out in seconds because we were dumb enough to try to trade during news. I don't have a recording of that one, but it was an awful trade. But yeah, I mean, even this trade wasn't that great. The patience was good and the trade management was good. The trade lasted around 45 minutes, and that's the longest trade I've ever been a part of. So yeah, I mean, it was a very long trade. This was the halfway point where we were going to move our stop loss to essentially break even. But the way this play was grinding slowly and kind of toying with me, and with the speed at which it was going down, we just thought it was better to cut it off at this point. And yeah, the trade management was exceptional. We'll be posting a video of the trade itself sped up for sure. But yeah, I mean, we moved the stop loss down throughout the entire trade and readjusted it. It's nice being in a longer trade like this because you are able to make proper adjustments and you're not forced to do things within a minute or two before you're stopped out or before it bites you in the butt. But here is the main confirmation. So we did get in early, obviously, like I said, but the ES was holding the London low as a resistance point very strongly. So this was a huge relief for us, and we were really waiting for that VWAP break. And then once that happened, we were just waiting for the low of the day to be broken. And yeah, we were able to catch PT because we rejected the previous low there, and it's looking like it could possibly play out to hit our full PT, which was 100 points. But like I said, this was just getting a little too risky for us, and we just weren't liking the movement. We're lucky we profited anything out of it. But yeah, we were able to hold through this whole garbage. Rough trade to watch, but obviously cannot be too mad about banking $830 on the eval. So yeah, we're basically break even. We're down like 35-40 bucks on the eval. Hopefully the next trade will get us into the profit and get us a little bit closer to passing our evaluation here. So not long after we just did that clip that you just watched, it ended up hitting full PT. So this is a good example of, yes, it was a slow grinder and everything like that, and the trade was starting to affect our emotions a little bit, and it was a good risk to reward because of the way we ran down our stop loss. But at the end of the day, there wasn't a reason to get out of the play, so we exited right when this was officially considered a resistance point. I mean, what a dumb time to get out because nothing's really stopping it from here. And not to mention, we are in a situation where we have all this room because we're trying to close the gap here. I mean, huge gap, and the next resistance point isn't until 909, which we got pretty close to. But I mean, that is a very dumb exit. I mean, man, that couldn't have been any better timing. Yeah, I mean, really dumb exit. So that was the difference between $2,000 if we just waited another 10 minutes after waiting 45. If we had the patience to wait another 10 minutes and run our stop loss down like we were originally going to do, we never would have had any resistance, and it would have been full PT. But yeah, just shows you that we were really patient, did really well, just needed a little more patience to fully profit on our plan. But yeah, I mean, that's the difference between, being up 1200 on this eval versus being a little below break even now. But yeah, overall still a good trade, but just needed a little more patience, believe it or not, even after waiting 45 minutes.